We'll now be moving on to our next keynote speech. Our speaker today, Ronald, drives NCM Financial's marketing in the Gulf, leveraging regional reforms and capital flows to expand Forex services across GCC markets. Please welcome to the stage Ronald Rahme, Group CMO of NCM Financial Services.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's a great pleasure to be here at the Forex Expo Dubai 2025. I'm Ronald Rahme, the Group Chief Marketing Officer at NCM Financial Services. And today, I'm going to take you on a quick journey on the fastest growing and most exciting region, the GCC. A region that's not only participating in global trading, but redefining them. So before we dig deep into the presentation, I'm going to just share a small story about NCM and why traders, they do really choose NCM. So we have over 15 years of experience. Since 2009, NCM has been the partner of choice for traders across the regions. We are regulated in 4 countries: the UAE, SKCAT 1, CMA in Kuwait, Jordan, and Turkey. Our client has segregated funds in Tier 1 banks where we're providing security in Tier 1 bank with different layers, and we have definitely competitive edge trading through different type of accounts, swap-free accounts, low spreads, and no commission. So the GCC, the next frontier in Forex growth. The numbers speak themselves. So the GCC represents a $2.3 trillion in economy. And with a 35% expected growth in Forex global markets by 2028. And this growth is driven by different regulatory authorities that drive trust, and a new generation of traders where 70% of them, they seek for local and trusted brokers. So why the GCC is accelerating and what is driving the momentum? 4 key engines. The first one is diversification, where we've seen that 50% of Saudi GDP growth forecast from non-oil sectors by 2030. The second one is the regulation, where we're having several regulators in this region. It is building a foundation of trust. The third one is the FDI and financial hubs, with over $65 billion in FDI inflows in GCC were seen only in 2023. The fourth one is the demographic, where 60% of the GCC population, they are under 35 years old, and they are digital traders. So basically, this is not just an economic shift, it is a generational one. So if you zoom into the GCC, we notice that every country tells a story. For example, in the UAE, the digital penetration has hit around 85%, leading the fintech adoption in MENA. In Saudi Arabia, in 2024, more than 200,000 accounts were opened. And in Kuwait and Qatar, sovereign wealth funds drive liquidity and institutional flow. So basically, every country is unique, but together, they form an ecosystem that is unstoppable. So who's driving the growth? The new GCC traders. So basically, the new generation is driving the force. The new trader is aged between 25 and 40. They are mobile and tech savvy. They seek always for speed, trust, and transparency. And they're always influenced by social trading and educational content. And before they start their journey, they usually start their journey with with gold and oil, before starting their journey in different products, Forex, crypto, and indices. But let's face the reality. Unfortunately, 95% of traders, they fail. Why is that? Because of lack of education and risk management. And nowadays, there is a big gap, big trust gap between traders and brokers, and financial literacy gap, especially in young population. So how we can escalate this growth and build up on top of this growth? So for example, we at NCM, we've built a playbook for all the issues that we faced. The first one is the localization. We make sure that we localize every touch point that we have in different language, and especially in this region, the Arabic language. The trust, we are multi-regulated. We have so far 4 regulations, and we're projecting in 2026 to maybe exceed 6 and 7. Education, we've built the NCM Academy, where we provide for traders webinars, seminars, workshops, and free educational tools, and one-to-one coaching. And we've seen it. Educational clients have 2.5 times higher lifetime value than non-educated traders. So this is not just a strategy, not a theory. It really works. So to give you an example, in 2024, what we have achieved in NCM, we've achieved a 350% increase in qualified leads, an increase also by 230% in funded accounts, and a big jump in ROI from 1 to 2 to 1/35. So this is not just a theory. It is a structured performance backed up by localization, trust, and education. And finally, the GCC opportunity awaits. Nowadays, and as you've seen before, the GCC is shifting from a regional hub to a global powerhouse. And only the brokers who belong and thrive and who adapt to the change, especially with the new generation, they will be able to capture it. Thank you so much.